Hi, Ophiuchus. Thank you so much for being here. These are your messages for March of 2022. Before we get started, here at Readings of Luz, we don't judge. I don't judge you. You are my mirror, just like I am yours. So please take notes, get comfy, watch this as many times as you need, drink water. I'm reading your energies along with a crossing energy for the month, along with the composite energies. But take anything that resonates and let go anything that doesn't. I do have some details in the description below for you guys to check out in case you guys missed January, February's reading, along with other details. But I guess that's it. Let's get started. Thank you. Hopefully that's not too loud, the music. But I flipped them all towards you so you can see them. I'm not really sure how the camera picks up the cards from here, but I'm gonna flip them to me now. So I'm getting if you're dealing with a person, I don't know. It doesn't have to be a person, even though it can be. But this is more with you. I feel like you're trying to see things differently. You're really trying to see life differently. Your love differently. Your flaws differently. You're really trying. It's a little difficult because it's like the moment you do that, you're bombarded with all of these doors to choose from, to open. And each door that you open is a whole new leap of faith. And it empowers you. It totally does. But it can feel overwhelming. And it can be very difficult to balance the conversation that you're having within you that is trying to see things differently. When as you're seeing things differently, it's like manifesting what feels like it's manifesting all of these opportunities that you feel like you should take, or maybe not even feel. You just see them and you get overwhelmed, right? And you have to do it alone. It's like, yeah, you can have a partner. Yeah, you can have family. Yeah, you can have friends. But you know that the only one who can really figure out that balance within you is yourself. And it's like the moment you do that, and the moment you do start doing that for yourself, like take a day for yourself, or like just gather yourself by yourself, alone, it's like it causes this happiness around you. Now, what are we talking about really when we say that we're trying to see things differently? I'm going to get more clarity on these cards, but what I'm getting right now is I don't know, something happened maybe, and it made you see things differently. And ever since then, it's like you've been trying to continue to see things differently, but in a good way for yourself. And it's like the moment you start doing that, then, like I said, you're bombarded, what feels like, and highlight bombarded, because this energy is present, of feeling overwhelmed with the possibilities. And it, like I said, it empowers you, but it's a huge responsibility, to be able to gain and manifest and collaborate and own, some of these manifestations. There's a lot of success in the horizon, and we can focus on our old way of thinking, which is focusing on how other people might take our success? Or are we going to continue to try to focus on ourselves and know that our voice is the only one that matters? Our thoughts, our judgments are the only ones that matter? So it's like, how are we going to see this? How are we going to accept the success in the horizon since we can easily see it? Since we can easily see it, how are we going to react to it? It's like sharpening, fine-tuning that. So with gratitude and practice, right? And as soon as it comes, whatever success this can be anything. And it can be more than one success. It's 6 of Wands here. But I sense like you have the team, you have the home, you have what feels like everything. You have it all, and it feels great, and it feels amazing. And like I said, it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like you need some space. You feel like you don't have any space. It can feel very like suffocating with so many things, so many nouns, person, places, or things that are just there connected with you through your new way of viewing life and your new way of empowering yourself with the new way of viewing life. I still sense some resistance to the responsibilities when it comes up to the future. And this can be with you and another person. Because at the end of the day, like, this can be someone else too. If you're really close to them, they're going to be able to see this and it's going to rub off, But this is mainly you, Ophiuchus. But let's get some clarity on what exactly did you see or learn, or what made you see things differently from your past? There was something that happened that made you see things differently. Okay. A lot of self-blame here when it comes up to why things happened the way they happened. And, we can blame the other people because, or if if this was an ex or something, we can blame the other. Because, they didn't help. They didn't help. First of all, they gave me way too much to handle. We can go down that road. But really, like I said, this is about you, Ophiuchus. And you can apply this to anyone else, because at the end of the day, we're all mirrors. But you come from a past of being very stressed out about what you need to do. Like your purpose in life. With your work, with your relationship, with your family, like your status, your reputation, your look. Like, it's all been very high end for you ever since you were little. And it's like I said, it's empowered you so much. It's been able to help you see the world in such a colorful place. But at the same time, I don't think before, unlike now, I think now you're finally learning how to harness this, like I said, the conversation within you with seeing life in a new way. Now, not having it feel like it's like a never-ending race, But something happened in the past and it made you feel like you really are alone. It's like you think you have happiness, and then from one moment to the other, you realize that actually you don't. You thought you did. And it's because you kept, it's like I'm getting this conversation within yourself that even if you do, like, let's look back. I don't really want to look back with if it was another person, for those of you that have an ex that, or have had trauma that you guys are still carrying around, and it's like this trauma has conditioned you guys to see that life is hard, we have to work really hard, and what we want, yeah, sure, comes here and there, but the big picture that we really want is always out of reach. And therefore it makes the world seem very gray, even though we can see color with our third eye in the future for ourselves. But it seems so grand that when we look around, the world seems gray. Someone made you feel like this, or you've gained this over time through conditioning. You've allowed yourself to gain this subconsciously. But I feel like the only difference now is that back then you were a child. And this can even mean a year ago. That's still a lot younger than who you are now. In terms of spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Right? I want to see why you feel overwhelmed with all the possibilities that you are facing right now. You're just learning to be patient, and it's a lot because then we can get in our minds a lot when we're focused what's in front of us, because we're trying to be patient with what's in front of us, but really that this is the whole thing. I think that's the narrative of this whole reading for you this month is listen to yourself, listen to your inner voice. Yeah, you're patient with others, you're patient with yourself, sure, but are you really patient with yourself? Within that conversation with yourself? Yeah, sure, out here we can totally act like everything's fine, right? But within ourselves, this can be a whole different conversation. And I think that's what's happening here. You're really good at delivering that step-by-step energy of just going with the flow, pretty much. But at the same time, inside within you, your mind is going 100 miles per hour. And it's because you just know that the vision that you've always wanted, you can get it right here, right now, instead of thinking it's always out of reach. Like now, because you're having that conversation with yourself, it's like you just want to, it's almost like part of you just wants to, it's like fight or flight mode. I don't know if I want to do this, therefore I'm gonna just do it, or I'm just gonna bail, Now, we're still learning to have that conversation with ourselves throughout all of this, with other people, with you. Why is it a struggle to be alone? And then we got aloneness. We're afraid. I'm going to say we, okay? Because I feel this too. Like I said, we're all mirrors, right? It's like we're afraid of being lonely. It's like we can be alone, sure, if we know that within the next hour we have plans with someone else, or within the next few hours with someone else, we're gonna meet up with someone, or I can just easily go to my family's house. You know what I mean? Like we can be alone then, sure, but being lonely, like not having anyone, let's just say, like not having this, for people who are in a couple, this can feel like you can lose your partner. It's like that fear. Or if you're single, feeling like you're gonna be single forever. Therefore, that's why you just want to keep giving to other people and transforming yourself for other people instead of for yourself. It's like, what's so great about myself? That's the energy I'm getting with the conversation of being alone. Because, yeah, we're getting better at it, sure. We're getting totally better at it. Because now when we're alone, we are listening to ourselves in a new way, you know, because of what's happened in our past up until now. And now we feel like we have the team. We have a lot to celebrate. There's so much success. It's like there's so many good cards here with the World, the 10 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Wands. Beautiful energy here, Ophiuchus, for March. It's crazy to think that this is only for March month, you know, reading. It feels like this is going to be forever for you. Like this is a new beginning for you. But take your time. Learn to breathe. Learn to be in the present moment. For others, yes. But for yourself too. Learning to forgive. Learning to have fun. It's like, how can we forgive and have fun? What if those words mean nothing? What if sure, they don't not mean nothing, but it's very hard to channel them when we have so much to do, and we come from a past of doing that to ourselves, of thinking that life has to be hard because that's the only way we're going to get what we want. Therefore, yeah, sure, like I said, it's like, we can get that way of thinking can totally get you stuff, can totally get you what you want. But that way of thinking is also going to make you believe that there's going to be always a bigger picture that's better than now. You know? And it's like, no, don't let old conditionings make you believe that. You're an adult now. You can speak to your child version and tell yourself that, hey, this is actually amazing. This is the bigger picture. I'm sensing a lot of stubbornness and anger here when it comes up to that very energy of being thankful. And that's what I was going to say. That's what I was. Why did I say what two times? I don't understand. But that's what's that's what was my I'm sorry. That's what was my point to begin with, is that I lost it. You need to be thankful. Let's get some clarity. I mean, some advice. Okay, a life purpose card here from the angels for Ophiuchus. School. Now, for some of you that are going to school, good. The angels are obviously telling you the answer that you're seeking, that the answer to making you feel joyous and having full of purpose and being thankful and being okay with being alone is school. Now, you don't have to go to school for those that are just not interested in school, but learning, educating yourself will help you seek answers with self-help books, audiobooks, meditation techniques, you know, anything like that. Anything that can teach you. Now let's get a Lemurian card from the Lemurians to help you focus on love and light this month. Surrender. I mean, pretty obvious. Surrender. You know, you should listen to the song Surrender from Celine Dion. I hear that right now. Should I play it? It's really intense. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can't. But take that as homework. But I'm going to hear it as I read for you guys. Okay, one more card here for Ophiuchus. This is a dark mirror card to help us figure out what dark energy is clinging on to us this month. Anger and chains. See, Ophiuchus, didn't I tell you there was anger, stubbornness? Yeah, just know that as the moment you become irritated, frustrated, angry, negative, let's generalize it. Anytime you become negative, know that it's literally your darkness talking. It's not all you. It's part of you. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy and excited for your growth and your future. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.